Hey guys, it's your boy Games here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I thought I'd do something different and rank my top 20 video game characters of all time. I know this video is probably going to get quite a lot of hate, I guess, because you never know what you're going to put on this list. But please just say that this is my opinion, no one else's. This is my opinion on my favourite characters from all the games that I've played throughout my years. But yeah, to be honest, I hope you guys do enjoy this because it's kind of sad if you don't. But to be honest, I think I've made a pretty good list from what I've already made anyway. So if you guys can just subscribe, like, and make sure you tune in for more of this content, and I'll see you in the next one. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 20 is actually Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. I mainly think the reason why I don't really particularly like this character is because I haven't played many of the games much. If I played more of the games, I feel like I would have understood them a bit more. But considering he does make number 20 spot, I don't really know much about the character, hence why 20 is the way I've decided to put him on the list. But yeah, he's actually a somewhat decent character though. I mean, from what I've heard, like from most fans. But yeah, anyway, that's just basically the reason why he's at number 20. Moving on to the number 19 spot, we have Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. I personally think this guy is actually a really good character from any video game, considering it is Gears of War. And Gears of War was kind of the first big Xbox breakthrough game, and after quite a while. And I also liked how they continued the story from Gears of War 1 and into Gears of War 4 when the Xbox One hit, because it kind of just continued. Even though the guy was old, they still tried to a way to include him in the story. So, you know what? I just decided to put him in here. He's a very iconic guy, and yeah, I decided to put him at number 19. At number 18, we have Uncharted, Nathan Drake from probably my favourite PlayStation series, Uncharted. Not the Tom Holland version, the Nolan North version from the games, obviously. But yeah, this character actually has a lot of excitement and enjoyment out of. You get a lot of, you get a lot of likability out of this guy as well, which is something I kind of look for in these types of games and characters that you kind of want to love more. And, you know, they're just kind of, makes him more iconic in that way. So, you know what, that's how Nathan Drake is now number 18. At number 17, we of course have everyone's big baldy best friend, Mr. Dr. Eggman, aka Robotnik, whatever hell you want to call him. Of course, he is the main arch enemy of Sonic, and that's why I mainly think he's pretty iconic from any video game for that matter. From appearing in 1991 up till to now, today's Sonic games, he probably will make an appearance in Sonic Frontiers when that comes out. But I just think he's a very iconic villain, and obviously him being played by Jim Carrey in the movies were just even better. So yeah, Eggman takes number 17. Coming in at number 16 is everyone's lovable blockhead, Minecraft default skin Steve. I mean, I'm sure we all know who Steve is. He's pretty iconic ever since Minecraft released for the first time ever. And no one really ever uses him in the game, but he's just a very solid staplement and very iconic mascot for Minecraft. So I just knew I had to put him at the number 16 spot. Taking number 15 spot is everyone's favourite lovable villain is Bowser, obviously because he has been the most iconic from the Mario franchise and probably the most iconic from Nintendo ever. I knew I had to put him somewhere in this list, so number 15 sounded very suitable comparing to all the other characters I'm going to announce from this downwards. But yeah, he's obviously a very iconic villain, and I'm sure he will make multiple appearances in the future. At number 15, we have Hitman. Basically, I put this guy at number 14, primarily because he is one of the most interesting characters from any video game. Obviously, he does have multiple video games. The only ones I played is Hitman 1 and 2. So I made it kind of suitable that he has to kind of secure a place on this list because he is a pretty classic video game character. At number 13, we have Resident Evil 7 and 8, Ethan Winters. I actually like the story, how they went around with this character, and obviously his death at the end of Resident Evil Village. But without further ado, I think he actually was the most better developed Resident Evil character, aside from like Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine from the original games. But yeah, I really enjoyed this guy's story and how it ended. When I was doing this list, I knew I had to do Yoshi, so you know what? I threw down Yoshi at number 12, personally because he is my favourite Mario character. So you know what? There he is. Yoshi's at number 12. At number 11, I decided to put Trevor Phillips, considering he's not my least favourite character from out of the three of the GTA 5. But you know what? I just decided to put him on the list because I had put the other two on you anyway. And considering he is somewhat everyone else's favourite character, so why not? Trevor Phillips at number 11. In the number 10 spot, I decided to do Michael DeSantis also from GTA 5, considering I prefer this over any other GTA character in the game. Preferably because he is kind of levels above Trevor. So you know what? Decided to put him at number 10. I knew for a fact that I had to put Kratos on this list, so I decided to put him down at number 9. And mainly because how iconic and how much a video game character of growth he's became now. And you know what? I just decided, you know what? He's a classic video game character now. And you know what? Just put him up at number 9. The final GTA character was obviously Franklin, because I feel like he's, in my opinion, he's the most outgoing of all three of them out of GTA 5. And I decided he's just my favourite out of the other three. So I decided to put him at number 8. Preferably because he has a much criminal to like just a regular kid to criminal in the way. So you know what, I decided he has an interesting backstory. Let's put him up at number 8. I decided to put Miles Morales at number 7, mainly because I knew there's a few others that kind of in front of him, but I decided to put his game version obviously from the Miles Morales video game because he does show a lot of power and also a likability through that game as well, and probably a very iconic game character from PlayStation now, considering we've already got one game of him in it, and a new game when Spiderman 2 comes out. But yeah, Miles Morales takes number 7. At number 6, I decided to put Luigi. I know a lot of people who don't really like Luigi, and he's a bit of an annoying pain in the ass, but I actually find him actually very likeable and also very helpful in the games. And also his Luigi Mansion games are not too bad, considering even the second one was kind of crap and the third one was kind of bad. But you know what? Luigi is still a very big staple in the video game era. So that's how he decided to take number 6. And moving into the top 5, we have Donkey Kong. Primarily because he is a great Nintendo character and I love the games that he's been in. Obviously, he's been in plenty of Nintendo games, but obviously, of course, Donkey Kong Country Returns. You can't go wrong with that, man. It was just too good. It was too goated on the 3DS, the Wii. That shit was goated. So why did I not say that he should have been lower in the list? Probably he should have been, but I just see him at number 5. Taking the 4th spot is Marvel's Spider-Man from the Spider-Man game. I'm really emotionally connected with this Peter Parker because considering he was actually probably the best interpretation of Spider-Man we've had in the past 20 years. But this character definitely brought out a lot of emotional sides to it, and not just the crime fighting action superhero we know him to be, but and that made him a bit more likeable, and the game being a 10 out of 10, so you just had to know that I had to include him at number 4 as one of my top 20 video game characters of all time. So number 4, Spider-Man. It really is no argument that I put Pikachu like this down the list, considering he is one of the most iconic Pokemon and also one of the most iconic video game characters of all time. But he does take number 3. I mean, Pikachu is a Pikachu. You can't really say much else about him. He's just fucking awesome, alright? That's just a Pikachu. And coming in at number 2 is probably everyone's favourite Nintendo character, but not really mine, is Mario. I don't think there was much argument if I was going to put Mario somewhere in this list, but of course he comes in at number 2, which only means that you must know that who's going to be in at number 1. I think it's already been guessed about. It is, of course, Sonic the mother flippin' hedgehog. Yes, I don't think you guys saw this coming, but Sonic is 100% my favourite video game character of all time. I love the games. His games just bring happiness and positivity. You know what I mean? It's just one of those game series you just always have to play and probably will always grow up watching, I guess. But yeah, I always found him better over Mario. That's just been my opinion the whole time. And obviously there is no other video game character out there that comes close to Sonic. There is absolutely no other video game character in this world that comes close to Sonic the...
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Hey, Big Smoke! It's me, Carl! Chill!
CJ? Oh my God!
The motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg!